Hi everybody. Today I am going to make the bags up for the kids for Halloween, and I always do this in advance because I've got so many bags to make, and it takes me a long time. I'm going to show you everything that's going to go in the bags first. I can't see the chat just now, but I've had to situate my whole my laptop and everything in a different position, so because I've been thinking about the best angle for you to see me do this. So first of all, I'm just going to take my webcam and I'm just going to show you what I've got for the kids. So wait, I'll stand up. I'll show you. Okay. First of all, we've got these. These are monkey nuts, they're called, but they're really just peanuts. I have a bowl here that is full of toys and goodies. In this bowl, I have bubbles. Here we've got some confetti to put in the bags. We've got our fruit that we put in, apples, oranges. We have crisps to put in, and over there we have sweeties. So I'm going to try and situate this camera, bear with me, to get a good position so you can just hang out with me. Let's see if I can do this. Now, I might not be able to chat. See if I can do this. What's the best way? Like that. Right. Let's try that. And I'll go over here now and see if I can. See, I've got to lift my glasses up now because I can read long distance, but I can't read close and extreme. Let me turn these on. Yeah, there's people watching. Hi everyone, I can see kind of see the chat now. I'm sorry, I can't read your names because I'm so far away, but hello. Bear with me, I've been taking the hot flushes the past couple of days. I think I'm going through the change of life. There's one of my mods. Hi. Good, you can moderate the room because I can't see. And if I put the glasses on, that makes it worse. I need to go get my eyes tested. I've been taking hot flushes, really quite bad. And I'm going to be 46 in December. And although that's young, I've been through chemotherapy, so that kind of pushes you through the whole procedure earlier. So, you see the doors open and everything. Okay, so Halloween bags. I've got this here. This is where I'm going to place all the bags so that when the kids come to the door, we just take a bag and give it to them. Of course, when we give it to them, we let them know that these little bottles aren't for drinking, they're actually bubbles. Look. Magical. So they go in the bags. And also there's little creepy crawlies and whatnot. We always tell the kids as well, there's spiders, see Poppy's want them? There's spiders in the bag, but they're not real because some kids make it frightened. This is just cola and drinking. I'll show you how we do it in Scotland or where we do it where I live. You just get a bag. I want to do this because there's so many. Just a normal bag. And the first thing we do is we put a bit of fruit in. great, Christina. Thank you so much. I honestly can't read the rest of the chat. I need to get glasses, I think. Okay, so the bag we put, my hands are washed, nice tasty bit of fruit. We get that. And then we open our bag of monkey nuts or peanuts. We take just a handful. We put that in the bag. A packet of crisps, or you call them potato chips. I've got ready salted. I've got cheese and onion, cheese and onion, and I've got salt and vinegar. So we'll put ready salted in here. Ready salted. We put a little bit of magic in, some confetti. We put some bubbles in. And we put a toy or two. We put 2 toys in since we're just starting here. So we'll put this sticky guy. You throw him against the wall and he kind of sticks and he crawls down the wall and sticks and sticks and sticks. So he can go in. And why not? A pair of teeth. So there we go. Oh, sweeties. We've not done the sweeties yet. Sweeties. We'll put 3 sweeties in each. Look at the thing stuck. Right. So we'll put a lolly. We'll put love hearts. Hearts. And we'll put, what's this? A refresher. So there you go. That's our first bag done. So that's basically how we do our bags. Oh, this one, hi William. I can see my mods because they're blue. The black writing them find difficult. So I hope you're all doing well anyway this afternoon. So there's a bag, and that goes in, and then we just keep doing that. So now you just know I don't need to explain what I'm doing. I can just chat to you and make up all these bags. So this is actually my first Halloween in this house. There's an awful lot of kids in the street, so I'm pretty sure I'll get a lot of trick-or-treaters. This is live, my daily life, so the dogs will bark. 3 sweeties, 1, 2, 3. But I'm putting my, as I said before, I'm putting my projector out there. I'm putting some decorations out there, so goodies here. Because some people turn their lights off and ignore the kids, and I just can't do that. A handful of nuts, some bubbles, and some toys. We'll put another sticky guy. Get in there. Look at the sticky guy. Get down there. And we'll put a spider. See, I mean, some of the kids coming to the door might get frightened if they see this in their bag. So that's how we always tell them, don't panic, there could be a little toy spider or something in your bag. And the magic. And that's the next one. So I don't know how you all do it all over the world, how you do your bags. Do you just have like a tub and give out sweeties? This is how we do it. It cost me about £50, £60, something like that. I know, but I can't send them away, and I like to make them, you know, have a little bit of magic. The kids. And you know, I've been feeling kind of sorry because the kids over at my old house will be going to my house treats, and I'm not there anymore. And I know they're going to be disappointed, and it's a wee shame, but I've got all these kids now that are going to come to the door. you kind of get into the routine. That doesn't seem right. I've got the apple, crisps, nuts, toys, and that is right, isn't it? I'm confused, honestly. And then in some bags I forget to put something in. That's what you do in England, William. Cool. You just give out candy. This is and when I was a wee girl, you really just got a apple or orange and some nuts. But nowadays that seems awfully light. But nowadays, you know, you've got all this stuff. It's been more and more and more stuff for kids. You get what we call the chancers, right? And that's like 15-year-olds, 16-year-olds that know like all the Halloween stuff's gone by 9 o'clock. By 9 o'clock at night, all the Halloween stuff's been given out. And they come to your door and they're not even dressed up. And they say anything for Halloween. And nobody's got anything, so what they do is they give them money. You know, there's a £1. Sorry, son, I've got nothing left, but there's a £1. So that's what they do. They come round the door knowing that you've got nothing left, and they're called chancers. I'd have done that. I didn't do it, but you know. Bubbles. Sticky guy. Spider. Magic. These are just, look, they're rebelling down there. And you know, I'm actually feeling quite emotional today because my son's turned 16 tomorrow. Oh, I can't believe it. 16. I keep looking at them too and I keep thinking, 16-year-old. They used to have boys out, you know, I think they still do, join the army at 16. What was going on and everything, they would have boys at 16 out, you know, and I look at my son and I think he's just a baby. A bit emotional. I can't believe he's going to be 16, he's shaving and everything. He's got hairy legs. I said to him this morning, I said, he's going to stop it. He said, what? I said, just stop it, it's not getting older. Christina, if I'm reading right, you're saying you don't give out money. See, that's what we always done. You'd feel sorry for trick-or-treaters or Halloweeners coming round the door if you never had anything left. So you would give them like £1 or 50 pence or something like that, you know, to young kids. But you get the teenagers that are like 15, 16-year-old coming round. They come round at 9 o'clock at night when they know you've got nothing left. And they come round because you know you give them money, but I don't. I just say I've nothing left, son, sorry. Not that I'm. Does that make me sound bad? I don't know. But for me, I used to get money and buy cigarettes and stuff like that, you know. So right, apple, crisps, sweeties, pair of teeth, sticky guy, pair of teeth, magic, and nuts. Oh, thank you, Christina. Sorry. I know, I can't believe it. I can't believe it's going to be so my heart. It was 16 years ago just now, I was in the hospital. I'll tell you a brief story. When my first daughter was born, complications, and after 18 hours of labour, they eventually done the forceps, and my daughter was born. Was born within 3 hours of me having the first pain. I thought they were kidding when they said she was going to be born. I was shouting liars. she ran out. She was a quick birth. Then it wasn't until what 8 years later or something, I had my son. And I had went in and I had had my tea and toast and everything like that. It was 10 o'clock at night. I had tea, I had toast. They said, you know, your labours, and you'll not have your baby till tomorrow sometime. So later on that night, there was like 5 doctors and 4 nurses. And I was saying to my husband at the time, I said, this is great. This is much better than what it was before. Because my first daughter, there was only a doctor and nurse. My second daughter, there was only a midwife. And I'm hearing my son getting, you know, because I knew it was going to be a boy. And I've got all these doctors and nurses round about me. This is great. The NHS has certainly improved. I had no idea there was anything, you know, wrong. But then, as they say in Scotland, the shit hit the fan. Later on, they realised that the umbilical cord must have been wrapped around his neck, and with every contraction, his heart was just disappearing on the monitor. And they decided, tea or toast or not, they were going to need to rush me down to do a C-section. So that's what they done. I'm not even going to get into everything else, but that's what they done. But the funny thing was, I was thinking, a lot of these doctors and nurses round about me, it's, you know, great attention you get these days. No idea, so naive. Not thinking for a second anything was up. But luckily, everything was all right. He's here and he's great. And I think I'm going to get a handkerchief. Hold on. Oh. Be right back. I need to wash my hands. Black foffers. So, that was the story of him being my God. I turn into a different person. I don't like the stuff because I don't know if any of you have had morphine, but it really made my skin itch so bad I wanted to claw off. And it was wicked crazy. Oh, I've got some. Right, we've got crisps, teeth, bubbles, magic nuts. That seems awful light. What am I missing? A bit of fruit. Let's take a banana this time. I've got a toy in here, yes. So all that seems like yesterday. So for his birthday, all he wanted was money. So that's what I gave him. And when they get older and they want money, nothing, you know. Because I liked buying little presents and having it all set up in the house and watching his face when he walked in. He's a big man now. It's a happy heart. So see, as I say, this is going to take me hours. Fruit. More toy. Bubbles. Do I put a sweet in? I do. And we'll put a nice orange beetle. Oh, what have I done here? I know, Christina, I'm so happy he's all right and everything's okay with him. So I say he's my baby and adore him. For the minute that boy was born, it was like he had 3 mums. You know, they were full of business all over trying to like help you change him and put a nappy on them and let's put a baby grow on them and shushing them to sleep, and you know, they love their brother. Right, if I put magic in, I've not did some magic. I'm sure I bought other confetti, but I can't find it. Taking the hot flushes all the time, it's terrible. Look, sticky guys. My son, of course, last night, when I'd laid all the stuff out last night so that I could do this video today and I wouldn't forget anything. And he took one of the sticky guys and was throwing it on my door. So they do work, they do flip about and stick. Orange packet of crisps, sweeties, sticky guy, teeth, we'll put teeth in this one. We'll put a nice purple spider, magic, nuts. Did I put fruit in? I did. Oh, see, look, there's a sticky guys. And that's poking out of that bag, so. I'll put that in it. That will just poke out. Now, right, we'll do that and then we'll do that. We'll double bag it. There we go. Right. Here's my Mr. Mikey. 30 or you're still young. Sorry, Mum, I can't read that. Does anyone here love strangers things? I'm so blind. And if I wear the glasses, it's even worse because these are like close up. Sorry, everyone, I can't read the chat properly. I'm an old lady. Saying that, I'm going to be 46. That, you know, age doesn't bother me. Not bothered. And I'm not here to impress anyone or anything like that. So we'll do some Milky Bar in this one. There's the other things. There's some randoms. We'll put them in as well. And we'll put a drumstick in this one. We'll mix it up a bit here. Put some magic, sticky guy, and a spider. Nuts. Nuts. Bubbles. We've not done bubbles. Is that how the bag's been so light? I've been forgetting about bubbles. Hi. My laptop's so far away, I'm finding it difficult to read the chat. Sorry, everyone. But I was thinking, how am I going to do the bags and let you see me do the bags and everything? And the only way I thought of was putting my laptop over there. So, oh. So I've still got a video to do. It was a requested video of Halloween makeup. So I'll probably do that and I'll be on my channel on Monday. And it'll be Smarties, Milky Bar and a refresher. It'll be you're going to come into my makeup studio and I'm going to make you like a fox. In fact, I was wondering, I've actually got a really nice background that I haven't used yet, and I made it on my green screen, and it's like it's been out in the woods and the trees are kind of bare, so it's like autumn time. So I might actually take you out into the woods to do your makeup and make you into a beautiful fox, because I've got the costume there and I remember how I done my makeup. So I might do that on the green screen for you. Right, we need toys in here. So Bubbles, Sticky Guy, and a pair of teeth. We've not put fruit in, so we need our fruit. We put a banana in this one. There's Poppy, and she's been out there. Look at this Sticky Guy. Oh, some nuts. And no Poppy, she's going to go after that. No, and then that's that bag. Watch you. My son is getting money, as I say, but I've already started getting the odd Christmas present in, and I'm frightened in case he goes out and he gets something, you know, that I've already got from Smarties Randoms in a bowl. Crisps and nuts. Me and my mum were talking today about how times have changed, Halloween-wise, and I don't know if it's just because I've got older, it seems as if it's changed so much, but I remember back in the day, you wouldn't be able to just go out and buy a costume. You'd have to make it. In fact, when my first daughter was born, I made her first Halloween costume out of what we call crepe paper. It's like thick kind of paper, and I sewed it and I made a witch's dress. And when I was wee, it was just a bin bag, you know, cut a hole out the bin bag in the arms, and that was you. But it was a magical time. In fact, where I stayed when I was growing up, this is absolutely true. Where I stayed on top of a hill, and there was like a valley underneath us, and the valley came right down like this, and then there was a railway track all the way along, and then it kind of came up like this, and it used to fill up with mist down the bottom and everything like that. And I remember one Halloween night, we had these, well, the only way I can describe them was like devil worshippers or satanic people or whatever they're called these days, I don't know, but that's what we called them back then. I remember looking out my brother's bedroom window, and we looked down and you could see them in a circle, these people, and they were partially clothed. I don't think they were naked, but they were partially clothed. And there was a fire going, and they were going round this fire. And I remember it being the most spooky, haunting feeling I've ever had in my life. But that only happened maybe for a few years, and then we never seen it again. I think they realised that these houses, because it was a newly built house, I think they realised that these newly built houses could see whatever they were doing down there. But that was spooky, really spooky. Crisps. We'll put Smarties. And what is that? Hubba Bubba or something? Mr. Chew. Tutti Frutti flavoured chew. Buzzers. Right, so that magic, we need magic. And oh, we'll put a bat. I would put a bat in this one. A bat and cockroaches. And some nuts. Did I put fruit in I did? Yeah, so that was kind of freaky for someone to, well, as young as myself, see. I think we didn't actually see it for long because I think my mum realised what was actually going on and moved us away from the window. But that was some kind of strange going on, you know, in Scotland. Sweeties. Sticky down. Oh, a rat. Magic. Oh, I've been forgetting the bubbles, haven't I? Bubbles. And that's the first I've done of them. Look at the sticky guy again. He's not cooperating. Get down. Look at him. Sticky guy. Yeah. Hi, Diane. Oh, thank you, everyone. This is what I've always done. I've always gave the kids this, and I like to decorate the front of the house. You know, and it'll probably be my son that gives all the bags out. Watch they too. Remember the magic feeling when you went to someone's house that was really into Halloween. And I don't know if you've ever done the dunking for apples. What we used to do was you'd have a bowl of water and you'd have to bite an apple, and once you bought an apple, you kept it. But nowadays, what they do is they have you on a chair with a fork in your mouth, and you've got to look for the apple and drop the fork and try and get the fork in the apple. In my day, you'd just dunk in the one bowl. There was none of this hygiene. Our cots were made with lead paint and stuff, so being in the same water wasn't that bad. Crisps, banana, sweeties. I've not had them randoms. Randoms, multibar, and we'll put a lolly in. And teeth. Some magic. Bubbles. And so on Halloween night, what I'm going to do is I'm going to watch The Mist. I've not watched it for a long time, and I think it's my most favourite scary film because I don't really like films with a lot of gore kind of thing. I like the other kind of scary films, you know, that are like The Sixth Sense, Love that. You know, those kind of films I really love and I think are spooky. I love that. So The Mist is one of my most favourite films. Is it a cockroach? Teeth. Bubbles. If I put fruit in, we've not put fruit. We've not put fruit in. Then I'm talking about myself and I think I'm going crazy. Is this whole change of life scenario that's going on right now? I'm not liking it. Not liking it at all. I've been burning up. I've been standing in Asda at the checkout and all of a sudden I just feel burning. You know, and I feel I've got to hold on to something or I'm going to faint. What am I missing? I've got magic in here. I have magic. Oh, right. Is that a troll? No, they'll just make another account and come back. My goodness. This week I've had marriage proposals and everything. You know, the absolute strangers, okay. I mean, honestly, do they think it's going to work? I'd love to marry you and everything. Do they think I'm going to say, okay, strange man that I've never met before in my life, I'll just drop everything right now. My son can stay in the house, phone a taxi, get in an airplane, I'm coming over to you, I'm coming over just now, and we'll be wed. Crisps. You're not going to have a packet of these. These are called Parma Violets. They're so yummy. You get the trolls. Magic. Much. It's actually getting quite windy. See, we're doing not bad. We're getting there. A Lion bar. They're really delicious Lion bars. Randoms. Sticky guy. And another cockroach. That's good now. God, look at this. These sticky guys just don't want to cooperate. Bubbles. Nuts. I don't know why, but that just makes me giggle. So my son's actually at his dad's tonight, and I won't see him until tomorrow about 6 o'clock. Can't believe it. That's all I can think about. But look at that bat. I wonder if that's glow in the dark. That might actually be. Looks as if it's glowing. More cockroach. crisps. Do you know what I did notice about crisps or potato chips? They're called in the USA. When I was in the Disney hotel, they had a vending machine, and there was crisps called Lay's crisps, and I remember buying them, and it was like it was like a bag like this size, and it only had that much crisps in it. I remember thinking, what? You know, that's just it sticks out in my mind. And he is a man with a sticky guy, I see that. I know. You know that it's as if look at that. They're rebelling right now, these sticky guys. They're jumping out the bowl and sticking to stuff. I've got one up there that my son took out last night, so it crisps, fruit crisps. That's another packet done. Crisps, fruit. Smarties are awesome. I love Smarties. Lovely as well. We'll do a pair of teeth. And the sticky guy, that sticky guy, what's the one? Magic. Who's the Mickey? Next bag, we'll use the cheese and onion. Cheese and onion. I've got fruit open. These bananas. Halloween's on Tuesday, so if you go to Asda on Monday night or Tesco on Monday night, there'll be no fruit Harley, there'll be no nuts, there'll be nothing like that. It'll all be gone. It'll all be away. I mean, they crack me up on it. They just crack me up, these sticky guys. Bubbles. Mr. Making populate the bubbles. We were blowing them bubbles last night. Nuts. Aye. We're getting there. I don't know how many of that is, but not enough. As I get down further, there'll be no toys left and all that, so we'll just make bags up with whatever we've got. So yes, you know, there's something else I love to watch. And I grew up, well, I turned an adult like in the 80s. You know, it was Madonna and things like that. It was all my kind of era. And there was a group called the Happy Mondays, and I loved them. They were absolutely high out their face the whole time, right enough on ecstasy was just out at the time and stuff like that. So they were experimenting, but their music was great. I loved them. And one of the band members was called Bez, And all he done, he didn't sing or do an instrument, all he done was dance. The whole time he would just dance like that beast thing, you know, and he was great. About 8 years ago, something like that, they had an episode of Most Haunted, and it was with a presenter called Yvette Fielding, and she took the Happy Mondays to this haunted place, a church or a chapel or something like that, or some kind of, or a prison, something like that. Wherever it was, it had like a holy bit, like an altar, cells, and it had doctors' rooms and things like that. So the Happy Mondays were to go and spend a night in this place with Yvette. So when they got there, Bez went into his pocket and he pulled out a bottle of whiskey. So he starts drinking it and he starts going, "Come on, ghosts, come on. Let's dance and all that. Let's party, ghosts. Let's party." And Yvette was saying, "Stop it. Stop it right now. Don't be disrespectful to the ghosts." So there was this coffin. I don't know what. There was this coffin that was meant to be the coffin of someone famous or something sitting. And they were all round it and they were kind of doing a seance. Is there anybody here? Can anybody hear me? So obviously one of the band members was nudging the coffin and everything like that, you know, and Yvette kept going, "Stop it. Stop being disrespectful." So Bessie pulls out his whiskey again and he's pouring it onto the coffin. He's going, "Come and have a wee nip. Have a wee nip." A wee nip's like a shot. "Have a wee nip, ghosts. It was absolutely hilarious. So if you, I don't even know if it's on YouTube. If it is, watch it. It was Most Haunted with the Happy Mondays. It was the most hilarious ghost hunting I've ever seen in my life. But I loved that band growing up. I absolutely loved them. Oh, Christina, it was absolutely hilarious. Christina, you should have, I would have allowed you to come and stay in my house, in my old house, because that was so haunted. That had more than one ghost in it, that had multiple ghosts in it. And it wasn't just us that stayed in the house that noticed the strange happenings. People that were guests that would come up to sit in the house would see things, you know, happening, things would move, things would vanish, things. Lights would go on and off. If you had a packet of batteries that you just bought, they'd be dead by the time you put them in. My camcorder to do my videos, I don't know how many times I went to shoot a video and had just charged my camcorder. The battery was gone. So you'd have loved it in that house. It was spooky. Spooky's not even though it was so haunted. Like that. Pair of teeth. Bubbles. Magic. I don't know why they call peanuts monkey nuts. I don't know. I put the fruit in, if not. Fruit. What was the craziest thing that happened there? Well, for me, the most hair-raising thing that happened to me, I've spoke about it before, but I'll tell you all again, was one night my son, he must have been about 3 or 4 years old. He must have been about 3 years old because he was at nursery school. And in Scotland, they do nursery at the age of 3, and then at the age of 4, they go into school, primary 1. So I was reading him, I always read him a book at night before he went to sleep. So he would go into his bed, I'd say, "Go into your bed," he'd go into his bed and he'd wait on me with his jammies and everything on. And I'd sit on the edge of the bed and I'd read him a story. Bedroom was here, his door was here, and the bathroom was just directly down that way. And this night I had, you know, his night light on, and I was reading the story to him. And I turned around and I sees this man. It seemed like a man walking into my bathroom. And I thought, what's that? Because it didn't look like my husband at the time. And I said, hold on, darling. It was so much so I had to say, hold on a minute. And I put the book down and I went in and there was nobody there. But it was like, it was a tall figure. It was really tall. And you could tell it was like in the shape of a human. I've never seen legs. And I actually never, now I think, I've never seen like a motion, like legs like that going to the bathroom. I just seen it going into the bathroom and it just vanished. Look at this bird. So, and I wasn't drinking or smoking anything funny. I seen that. So I had said it to my husband and everything, and you know what I'd seen. And it must have been a few months later. My second daughter had woke up during the night and said that she saw something at the bottom of her bed. And when I asked her what it was, she explained the exact same figure, a tall figure, just the same way as what I actually seen. So we knew that that was one. The second ghost that was in the house, I'm sure, was the ghost of a child. And it liked to play with you. Honestly, it liked to play games. And what it would do was, you'd be sitting like with this bag, right? You'd be sitting talking, you turn away, you turn back, and it'd be gone. And you'd be like, what did I do with that? I've done something with that. And you'd move everything. And for instance, one time, all I had left was a £5 note. That's all I had. It was like at the end of the month. I had no money. I was absolutely skint. I had this £5 note, and I thought, £5. I smoked at the time. You can always afford cigarettes, you know. That's my cigarettes and bread and milk. So I had £5 note. I went down the stair into the kitchen, and I was making a cup of coffee. I'd walked out. I came back. The £5 note was gone. And I thought, it's in my head, it's in my head. So I thought, right, I'm going to go around all the units in my kitchen. I went round all the units in my kitchen, rubbing them as I went, and went, it's not there. Next unit, it's not there. Next unit, it's not there. Went round everywhere, it wasn't there. Into all my jacket pockets, my handbag, you know, in my living room table. This went on for about an hour, and eventually I thought, I've lost it. I've lost it somewhere. I don't know what I've done with it. So I thought, I'll make myself a cup of coffee. I went down the stair to the kitchen, and it was sitting there next to the kettle, where I had been round with my hands and went, it's not there. Nobody else was in the house. It's not there, and the £5 note was there. It was as if there was like a child playing with you. Hiding things. And it wasn't just that £5 note, this is just an example. There was keys that went missing, there was bags that went missing, there was pictures that went missing, there was umpteen things that went missing. And I remember one night as well, before going to bed, my ex-husband, he had touched a lamp that wasn't plugged in, and it went on, right? But it was a lampshade he touched that went on. And I says to him, that's strange, that just turned on, it's not even plugged in. He says, it must be static electricity. Now, since then, I've stood in carpets and rubbed my feet. You know how you rub your feet in carpets and you can give someone an electric shock. I've held a light bulb and done that, you know, and it just doesn't have the power to light up the light bulb. So there's so many, that's just a couple. That's just a couple of instances with so many things that happened in that house. And it was the feeling of the house as well. And my mum as well, my mum stays in Falkirk. And she always said when she came into the house, she felt like a heavy feeling. And that's the way I always described it to everybody. That it felt heavy. It felt as if you were going underground. That's the only way I can describe it, and I know it sounds strange, but that's the feeling you got when you went into this house. You felt as if you felt as if you were underground. You felt like a heavy feeling. But I've always said round about this area where these houses have been built, I'm sure there's been like battles been done on it, like for William Wallace's day and things like that. I'm sure there's been lots of battles around. In fact, William Wallace got captured not too far away. William Wallace got captured on in Royston's Bell or something like that. But it's not too far away from here. So William Wallace actually was all in Stirling's just up that way. So all around this way was where all the clans were and things happened. And I'm sure where that house was built, there's been a lot of killings or whatever going on. Because this house feels completely different to me. This house feels so much lighter and airier and again experience, although one of my subscribers pointed out I did have an orb next to me one of my live streams I done. There was an orb, but nothing like the last house. Christina, I'm sure if you were to look up the area my last house was on, it would be on some kind of battlefield, or the people died there. That's the only explanation that I've got for it. There's people that died there that were probably young, and as I say, there was a child and there was an adult, and there was another one as well that we counted like there was 3 separate ghosts in that house. You know, people that probably died that it wasn't their time to die, and they were lost, kind of thing. You know, they say that the soul can get lost and doesn't know where to go. That's what it felt like, you know. And in fact, this sounds strange, but if my daughters are watching, they'll back me up on this. There was a certain cupboard in my house. It was the linen cupboard. But well, it was meant to be the linen cupboard. I never had my linen in it. I had rubbish in it, a lot of crap. I had a sewing machine in it, and I had other things in it, you know, that bag of Christmas decorations, put that in there, you know. It was just a cupboard that had miscellaneous rubbish in it. So every time you were in that cupboard, if you were hunting for something and you were bringing anything out that cupboard, that's when things would start happening in the house. It was as if it didn't like you being in that cupboard. This sounds weird to everybody, but honestly, if you were in and say it was coming up to Christmas time, and I thought, I've got a bag of Christmas decorations in that cupboard. So I'd get in the cupboard and I'd move the sewing machine and I'd be moving bags and where is that bag? There it is, and I'd take the bag out and then put everything back in the cupboard. That would trigger events. I swear to God, that would trigger it. And we used to laugh every time we were in that cupboard taking things out, because we always knew we're taking this stuff out of the cupboard. Prepare. There was one night the ghost was running, or one of the ghosts was running so much up and down my stairs. My dog, I had a Dalmatian at the time, he was in bed with us. My son wasn't born yet, my daughters were in their bedroom. We could hear it running up and down the stairs so hard. My daughter shouted into me while I was in my bed, "Mum, can you hear that?" And I was just waking up out of sleep, and I went, "Aha, I can hear it, but I wish it would just be quiet." So we got like, "Okay, you're here, but can you keep the noise down?" Honestly, I'm not kidding on. I mean, if you put me up to a lie detector, I would pass. That's the kind of goings on in that place. So, you know, whoever's got that house now, they're in for a treat. It was so haunted, it was unbelievable. I think I'm going to need to go to the toilet soon, so I might need to leave these to chat amongst yourself. I can't even see these anyway. So I'm just going to leave this live stream going because I don't know who's here or what, or if it's any good, but I'm just going to ramble on and do this cockroach. Oh, will we do another bat? Cockroach, bat, apple, bubbles, magic. Look, it sticks to you, the confetti sticks to you. Right, and nuts. Almost anything. See, we're getting down, we're getting down now. Right, I'm going to need to leave these for a second or two to go to the toilet. But look, we're doing not bad. And I will be right back, everyone. And I'm back. My light blue. My light bulb and my light stand blue. So if any's come to Scotland, a good place that's spooky as hell is Wallace's Monument. Stirling Castle is my favourite castle. Edinburgh Castle is really nice, but Stirling Castle is just something about Stirling Castle that I love. And Wallace's Monument is really, really spooky to me. And you've got these stairs, and the stairs are actually wore away so much so that you're trying to put your feet on the stairs and you're terrified going up these spiral staircases like that because it's so tight and people are going up and coming down at the same time, and it's really quite scary. But there was this room in Wallace's monument, and it had like heads, just like not real heads, but like busts, I think you call them. And there was like William Wallace, Robert the Bruce, there was Mary Queen of Scots, there was all these different people, all just their heads. And I remember thinking, see if they all turn around and start talking to each other, I'm out of here. It was just so terrifying, but you can go all the way up to the top of the monument. And when you go up and you look, now Scotland's really hilly, right? Where I am, for instance, we've got hills over there, and you know it's quite a hilly place. But for some reason, where Castle and Wallace's monument is a lot of flat ground. You can see why they've actually built it. Now I think it, because you can see for miles, so any enemy or that was coming, you could see them. But it's so spooky. Just whoa. Right, pair of teeth. Should keep them for a role play. Spider. Magic. But Stirling Castle is my favourite. See, there's another castle that I love. There's another castle that I really love. And it's a castle on the Isle of Bute. The Isle of Bute, or Rossy, as we called it. Rossy's a town, but we just used to say we were going to Rossy. It was Isle of Bute. It was a castle that had a drawbridge. And it was just a wonderful castle. I used to feed the ducks. Loved it. Mikey, watch. Did I put everything in there I was meant to? Did I put a toy? Did I? Yes, I did. Let's do Meek. Mr. Mikey's just had something, but he's sitting here because he knows there's food. You can't get this, people. Oh, yeah. Making my tongue dryer going, it's been going all day. Do you ever get sick of that? Honestly, sometimes I just get sick of hearing the noise of the tumble dryer and the wash machine going. Magic. Fruit, right. What fruit over? Apple. Gala apples. I think they're lovely, really juicy apples. An apple. Spider, we'll give them a spider, and we'll give them bubbles. My brother, he loves spooky also. He's the best. There's a tour you can do if you go to Edinburgh. That's the capital of Scotland. And there's a tour you can do, and it's a ghost tour. And it's like, I don't know if it's dungeons they call it, but there's a certain place as well that's meant to be haunted by a little girl. And people go and they put little dollies, like soft toys and things like that. This little girls supposedly haunting. And there's also Greyfriars Bobby. I don't know if you've heard of that. If you haven't heard of Greyfriars Bobby, it's actually a true story, but it's kind of spooky as well and sad. Greyfriars Bobby was a little dog, a little spotted dog, and its owner died. What it done was it would run away from whatever home it was in, and it would always go to the grave of its owner. And whenever this dog ran away, they always knew where to look, and they looked, and it was in the graveyard where its previous owner was laid to rest. And it done this until the time it actually died, the wee dog. So now there's I think they've got a statue of the wee dog at the graveyard. But that's a true story. It's sad, but it's a true story, and it's in Edinburgh. Right, so we've got Milky Bars. They're lovely Milky Bars. And I love Smarties too. See what we're getting there. Getting down to the bottom of the sweeties. Good. Bubbles. We've only got a couple of thingies of bubbles left, so first come, first served on the bubbles. Magic. Ghost Adventures. I think that might be it, Christina, yeah. Castles are amazing. Honestly, you get a different feeling when you go into them because of the history. But that's just a castle. When you think about the ground you're actually on, think about the history that's happened on the ground that you're on already. There's been just as much history on the ground that you're on as what's happened in that castle. That's what I felt in the old house. Because it was so haunted. I felt if I was to go to Stirling Castle or Edinburgh Castle, what's the chances I would have so much paranormal activity than what I had in that house, you know? Did I put a bit of fruit in here? I didn't. Hey ho. Next one. Oh, Christina, the history is great, but the history is also sad, and you've got to kind of swallow some of your pride, kind of thing, with the history, because grudges and things like that could go on for eternity. And although the Scottish years ago battled the English, we're friends now. Someone's got to stand up and say, right, enough's enough. Enough killings happened, enough bad feelings happened. Let's put it all behind us and be friends and look out for each other's and have each other's back. You know, that kind of thing. So I love Braveheart the movie. I absolutely love Braveheart the movie. But what I don't like it churning up hate. I don't like it churning up hate in people, and sometimes it does. Sometimes looking back on your history, you can think that's it. I'm raging about the people. I hate them, and you don't hate them. You don't hate them at all. That's just a part of history in your past, and you've got to leave it in your past and look forward to your future and go on, and grow and love each other and help each other. So I love everybody. If everybody's nice to me, I'm nice to them. If anybody, it doesn't matter who they are, what race they are, what religion they are, if they're an arsehole, then I'll treat them like an arsehole. But if they're nice, then I'll treat them nice. That's just the way it is. There's no hatred. There's no what do you call it? Racism or homophobic or anything like that. I judge people by who people are. That's just it. That's where you've got to be. You've got to leave some things in the past and move on. I love my country, you know. Sticky guy. that some things are hurtful. Some things, when you look at the past, it hurts you. It hurts you thinking about some of the things that happened in the past. Like for instance, the part of Braveheart where you see William Wallace, and he's down in London. I've actually been on that bridge that he was, his head was and all that. He was down there and he was getting executed. William Wallace wasn't the only person that got executed there. They executed a lot of English people there as well. You know, a lot of English people get stoned and beheaded and all the rest of it. It wasn't just one Scottish guy. There was a lot of people that get executed there. So let's not just make it a Scottish thing. Do you know what I mean? That's the way it was back then for everybody. For everybody that happened to. Yes, Christina, me too. Me too, definitely. I love people. I just love people. Maybe that's how I love my channel so much, and how I've been. I'm not going to say famous or anything like that. I'm going to say how my channel has grown, because maybe it comes across the way I actually feel. I do love everybody. I don't care. I don't care what your religion is, what your colour is, you know, what your background is, nationality, anything like that. I don't care. I treat you as you treat me. If you treat me nice, I'll treat you nice back. But, you know, if you're an arsehole, you're going to be an arsehole. It doesn't matter what colour or religion or anything you are. That's just the way I've always been brought up. But I don't like it being brought up about like history. I love history, don't get me wrong. I love everything to do with history, but I don't like the feeling that gets dredged up with it, the hatred that can be dredged up. As I say, William Wallace was one man, but how many English people get also executed there? How many Irish, how many Welsh? You know, they didn't discriminate. You would, if you stole something back then, you'd be executed. So let's not make it a personal thing. I can't even read your whole name. Open-minded, but you know, there's too much hatred in the world. Definitely too much. And black and white, I don't see colour. When I talk to someone, I don't see their colour. When I talk to somebody, I don't think I'm talking to you know, a black man or a black woman right now. I think I'm talking to so and so. Their name. It's just it's you know, that bugs me. That bugs me how people can be racist and homophobic and all the rest of it. But as I say, back in William Wallace's day, it wasn't just William Wallace, it was hung, drawn, and quartered. He was probably one of 30 that got hung, drawn, and quartered that day. It's the truth. You know, as I say, people used to get executed for stealing a loaf of bread back in those days. It just so happened William Wallace was an important person in Scottish history, and that's why we always remember that. And as I say, I've been on the bridge that his head was actually placed in patriotic and all the rest of it. But it wasn't the English, it was the government. If you can understand. The English get treated bad as well with their own royalty, and that's just the way I feel. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion, mind you. in here. I've run out of bubbles, so it's just toys left. Writing messages at the side here, and I can. Honestly, I'm as blind as a bat for here. Long distance, but writing, I've got to have my glasses on, but if I do that, I can't see anything at all. What does it say on my shirt? Do you know? I don't even know. Don't sweat, just sparkle. See, no boobies. Got my boobies taken off with the cancer. I don't care. I don't care. Do you know, it's better just not being able to wear a bra. Right, we're getting down to, we're getting down to not a lot left here. So we've got crisps, we'll put 2 sweeties in, we'll put 1 toy, we'll put some sparkle, we'll put an apple, and some nuts. The plague, Oh my goodness. If I'm not mistaken, they realised something to do with milkmaids. Milkmaids didn't get the plague for some reason. It was something to do with the milk that they were and everything. That's how they realised a cure for that. But can you imagine that back in the day? And they used to put a cross on your door, and that's how everybody knew about the plague. Society's kind of leaps and downs since then. That's what we've got to realise, and not stick in the old days, and which some people still are. I love everybody. I do. Unless they're an arsehole, then I usually tell them that though. I try not to swear, but sometimes I've just got to. Oh, well, I've been doing this longer than I thought. I'm still going here. Still going. Now you know why I've got to do this a few days in advance, because there's so many bags, and that'll probably not even be enough. That probably won't even be enough. Just keep on there. Nuts. I've got a toy. I've not put a rat in. But it's sparkle. Do you know, I've been waiting. See, I'm terrible for buying things from Facebook. See, like the adverts that pop up, like makeup adverts and all different kinds of adverts that pop up on your Facebook. Well, a few times now I've ordered things, and I can't even remember what website I ordered them from. I ordered them because they were so fantastic on Facebook. Well, I've ordered 4 cushions for my dining table that I've got in the kitchen, and one they're about that thick, and they're round. It's like a kiwi fruit. One's like wood. One's like an orange, I think it is. And what's the other one? One's like a watermelon. And I ordered them from this ad that was on Facebook over a week ago, and I'm still waiting on them. And now I'm thinking, I hope I actually get them because I can't even remember the site or anything. So, also last week there's an ad on Facebook just now, and it's this makeup palette. You know, I'm liking the makeup. This makeup palette, and it's unicorn makeup, and it's sparkly eyeshadow. And I've got the Urban Decay Moondust palette. And when I seen this advert for this palette, it looks fantastic. You know, it's so sparkly and so fantastic. I thought I need to get it. So it was £20, and I've bought it, and I'm still waiting on it. And I'm also hoping, I hope that palette comes, because I can't even remember the website I bought the thing from. Right, I've got that mix. I'm terrible for that. I see something and I think, oh, I've got it. Crisps, fruit, toy, nuts, sparkle. Can you track the package? If I don't get it, I suppose I'd be able to find it on my credit card receipt, the company's name, and then track it. But I'll give them a couple of weeks. If I don't hear anything, I can track it. But I've been waiting and waiting. I can't wait to get the palette, and I can't wait to get the cushions, because I'm going to do a comparison with the Urban Decay Moondust, and the Urban Decay one I think was £39. But I love it. I mean, it's fantastic. I absolutely love it. You do get a little bit of fallout, but I love that palette. I suppose that's my second favourite palette. But this one has been advertised, looks like they must have light glaring on it. It looks so good that I thought I need to get it. Because there was only like 2 left in stock. Buy it now. Oh, I was thinking I need to. I wish I could stop these adverts, because I always need everything. Look how much we've done. Loads. Next. And then if there's any nuts or anything left, I just have that in a bowl. And if someone comes, to just give them a handful. But I like to give them a few sweeties, magic, cockroach, or 2. I think all we've got left is cockroaches. We've got a bat. And then cockroach and a bat. Nuts. See if nobody comes. See if nobody, no, they will be, because there's loads of kids. I've got loads of kids next to me. And they'll all know, because I'll have decorations out, and I've got my ghosties. I've got my ghosties up there on the ceiling just now. Let's see, we're down to how many sweeties here. We're down to the last sweeties. And we've got these nuts. Alright, we'll put that in. There's no sticky guys left. Apart from my son's got it sorted out. There's not like 2 bags of nuts left, so empty comes like the chancellors I was talking about. They come in for a Halloween. There's some monkey nuts to get. And I've still got loads of sparkle left. That'll get scattered. I'll scatter that all over my driveway. Everybody needs a bit of sparkle. I'll just put one in. Yeah, we'll just put one toy in because we're getting to the bottom here. Seeing that we're getting to the bottom of the crisps as well. So our trick-or-treaters, as soon as it turns dark, they're at your door. The clocks go back tonight, everyone. Sorry I can't keep up with the chat, I just can't see. Oh, open-minded, you're so kind. You're so sweet, thank you so much. That takes some hope. Our trick-or-treaters or Halloweeners come around as soon as it starts getting dark, so 5:30 at night. Yeah, that's that one done. There's not many of these left either, so maybe just one packet. One packet. Some of them. So you're never getting to. The crisps are done, so what I'll do is I'll empty this out, have these at the bottom and the good ones at the top. Fruit, sweetie, magic, cockroach, nuts. So I can't see anything. I don't think, do you know, I don't know if we'll be able to make me glasses because there's certain things, if I'm driving, I can't wear glasses because I can see everything on the road. See, I can see out my window absolutely clearly. It's like things that are here and things like where my camera is, and I just can't see that. Can't see the writing. Orange, crisps, sweeties, magic, cockroach. I mean, it's see them, they was just listening to me. My son used to love it coming in with his bag absolutely full with goodies. Oh, there's my bag of Skittles that I've opened. That looks mean, doesn't it, compared to the rest of them, but that's what's left. know how many we've been doing, not bad. I don't know how many bags that is, but as I say, this is the amount I always have. And in my last house, within an hour and a half, it was all gone. That's it. Magic cockroach. So I put a new video on my channel this morning. I was making mince and totties. Because everybody's always like, what's mince and totties? So I made a big pot of mince and totties. It's not really an ASMR video, it's just like a how I do it video. And the mince and totties were beautiful. I thoroughly enjoyed this with my son. Oh, we still got a bat. Did I put a sweetie? I didn't. There we go. But I've been really Christmassy feeling. I can't help it. Do you know why? Well, why I think. Last year I only had my Christmas tree up for 2 days. I put my Christmas tree up and then 2 days later I got this house. So I had to pull it all down, and by the time I pulled it all down and everything, I couldn't be bothered putting it back up. Because I moved in here only a couple of days before Christmas. So I'm really looking forward to getting it up this year. Not much left now. We've only got a few bugs left. Once it gets none bugs left, we'll just leave the rest of the things in a bowl. That's the bugs. Oh, it's the Smarties at Norton. Sweeties, cockroach, monkey nuts. Really doesn't look like much considering all the other things. See, I've not got a P.O. box yet. It's actually £200 to open a P.O. box, believe it or not. Unbelievable, but because I looked into it and I thought I've really not got that kind of cash to spend on a P.O. box. Magic. Nuts. Apple. Forget any cookies left. Got a line there. These ones. Stickles. Oh, I've only got 2 toys left, so what I'll do, in fact I've got 3, so that's 2 bags. 1, 2. And then that'll be me. The rest of it I'll just put in my bowl. And then if any chancers come at night, they can just say, oh, I've got some of these monkey nuts left. There you go. No, I'll put an apple in this one. Apple. Magic. Skittles. Cockroach. And monkey nuts. goodness, do you know that's nearly been 2 hours I've been doing this for? I told my mum, I said, because I showed my mum all the stuff, I said, it's going to take me hours to do this. Oh, that's me. That's the toys done and the crisps, so done. The rest of it I'll just put in a bowl. Put in this bowl now. Oh, making it. I'll put that in a bag. So there we go. I've got a little bit of magic left. The magic is actually skulls and spiders. So I'll sprinkle that about my driveway. And I've got a couple of chocolate bars left. You can keep them in this. In case anybody comes round. Well, thank you everybody. Especially my hi Arab. Especially my beautiful mods. Thank you so much for spending this time with this afternoon. Especially since I can't see anything that's going on in the chat. I love yous all, honestly, and yous mean the world to me. And I'm glad you could spend this time and watch how we do our Halloween bags in Scotland. All have a wonderful, spooky Halloween. Thanks for subscribing and liking. And I'll see you all again next Saturday, hopefully. Thank you all. Have a wonderful night. Bye, everyone.